Imagine a messenger from the deep past, older than Earth itself, rushing through the void at impossible speed. A ghostly traveler carrying memories of galaxies long gone. This isn't science fiction. Right now, 3I Atlas, only the third confirmed interstellar object ever detected, is slicing across our solar system like a shadow from another world. And yet, something about it is deeply unsettling. Its colors shift unpredictably, fading from green to red. Its very shape seems to twist in flight. And sometimes it even behaves as if it's accelerating on its own, almost like hidden engines have switched on. Why does a simple cosmic rock act this way, as if it were alive or designed? What will happen when it makes its closest approach to Earth this December? The answers might change everything we think we know about the cosmos. Stay with us, because in the next minutes, we'll uncover the story that scientists can't stop whispering about. And if you're as fascinated by these mysteries as we are, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, so you won't miss what could rewrite our place in the universe. The discovery happened almost by accident, the way most cosmic revelations do. Early last July, astronomers scanning the Chilean sky with the Atlas telescope spotted something that didn't belong. A dot of light moving far too fast to be one of our solar system's regular inhabitants. Within days, calculations confirmed what seemed impossible. This object was traveling on a hyperbolic orbit, meaning it wasn't captured by our sun's gravity, but was just passing through, like a cosmic hitchhiker taking a shortcut through our neighborhood. What struck researchers immediately was the sheer velocity. At 245,000 kilometers per hour, 3I Atlas holds the record as the fastest object ever observed in our solar system. That's not just unusual, it's unprecedented. Most comets and asteroids putter along at speeds that seem leisurely by comparison. This thing moves with purpose, as if it has somewhere important to be. But speed was just the beginning of the mysteries. Oxford University's analysis revealed something even more remarkable. This object predates our entire solar system by roughly 3 billion years. While our sun was still a distant possibility in some primordial stellar nursery, 3I Atlas was already ancient, journeying through the galaxy and accumulating the thick, radiation-hardened crust that now covers its surface. Think about that for a moment. This object has been traveling through space since before Earth existed, bombarded by cosmic radiation, scarred by micrometeorite impacts, carrying within its core the pristine materials from whatever star system gave it birth. It's a time capsule from the deep universe, and it's flying right past our front door. The visual transformation of 3I Atlas has become the stuff of astronomical legend. Austrian astronomer Michael Jaeger, working under Namibia's crystal-clear skies during a lunar eclipse, captured images that left the scientific community scratching their heads. The object had changed, not gradually as comets sometimes do, but dramatically. The reddish glow that reflected off its dust-covered surface had given way to a brilliant green radiance, suggesting that whatever lay beneath that ancient crust was finally being exposed to sunlight. Amateur astronomer Astrofoxen described the Hubble Space Telescope images as showing something very cute and fluffy, a description that sounds almost endearing until you consider what it means scientifically. Comets don't typically undergo such dramatic makeovers. They might brighten as they approach the sun, develop tails as ice sublimate, but they don't fundamentally alter their character like 3I Atlas appears to have done. The color change from red to green particularly puzzles scientists. Jaeger's team documented not just the chromatic shift, but the development of a gas-rich coma and an increasingly prominent tail. The tail, documented by Hubble Space, has almost become larger and slightly brighter, Yeager reported. A blue-green coma and tail are visible. These are signs of active processes occurring within the object. Ice sublimating, gases escaping, ancient materials finally seeing sunlight after billions of years in the cosmic deep freeze. This is where the conventional scientific narrative starts to fracture. Most astronomers maintain that what they're observing, while unusual, falls within the bounds of natural phenomena. They see a giant comet, possibly up to 24 kilometers across, shedding its protective crust as solar radiation penetrates its surface. The color changes, they argue, simply reflect the different materials being exposed, red dust giving way to green-tinted ices and gases. But Avi Loeb isn't convinced. The Harvard astronomer who made headlines with his theories about Oumuamua being artificial technology sees similar signs in 3I Atlas. The unusual trajectory, the unprecedented speed, the dramatic transformations. To Loeb, these suggest something more sophisticated than a wandering chunk of ice and rock. It could carry a probe or even weapons, he speculates, though he acknowledges this remains in the realm of hypothesis rather than proven fact. Dr. Sarah Webb from Swinburne University of Technology offers a measured perspective that bridges the gap between skepticism and possibility. People have already sent their own interstellar spacecraft into space, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 in the 1970s, she points out. It wouldn't be too far-fetched to assume that other civilizations, if they really exist, could similarly send their own research objects. Webb has outlined criteria that might distinguish artificial objects from natural ones: emission of radio signals, electrical flares under sunlight, independent maneuvering, or orbital insertion around a planet. So far, none of these signatures have been definitively detected from 3I Atlas, but monitoring continues at observatories worldwide. The implications of either possibility are staggering. If 3I Atlas is indeed a natural comet, it represents an unprecedented opportunity to study pristine materials from another star system. Its 8 billion-year journey through the galaxy would have subjected it to conditions we can barely imagine, and the secrets locked within its nucleus could revolutionize our understanding of planetary formation and the distribution of organic molecules across the cosmos. But if it's something else, if Loeb's speculations prove correct, then humanity faces a paradigm shift of unimaginable proportions. We would be forced to confront the reality that we are not alone, that other civilizations not only exist, but possess technology sophisticated enough to send probes across interstellar distances. The questions would multiply exponentially. Who sent it? Why? What do they want to know about us? And what happens next? Fortunately, orbital mechanics provide some reassurance about immediate physical threats. Calculations confirm that 3I Atlas will maintain a safe distance of approximately 1.8 astronomical units, about 270 million kilometers at its closest approach in December. That's nearly twice the distance between Earth and the Sun, ensuring no collision risk regardless of the object's true nature. But distance doesn't diminish the psychological impact. Social media has become a battlefield between scientific rationalism and speculative fear. Hashtags like Atlas and Alien Probe trend alongside careful astronomical updates and wild conspiracy theories. The very uncertainty surrounding the object feeds both legitimate scientific excitement and less rational anxieties about humanity's place in the cosmic order. The international astronomical community has mobilized resources on a scale rarely seen for a single object. Radio telescopes scan for artificial signals, spectroscopies analyze its chemical composition, and imaging campaigns document every visible change. The Hubble Space Telescope continues its detailed observations despite interference from cosmic rays, while ground-based instruments track the object's rotation and structural evolution. SETI researchers have joined the effort, their instruments trained on 3I Atlas in hopes of detecting any technological signatures that might emerge as it approaches the Sun. The search parameters extend beyond simple radio transmissions to include laser communications, modulated reflections, or any other signs of intentional signaling. What makes this moment unique in human history is not just the object itself, but our capacity to study it. Unlike previous generations who could only wonder about lights in the sky, we possess the technological tools to peer into 3I Atlas with unprecedented detail. We can analyze its composition, track its movements with precision, and potentially detect signs of artificiality if they exist. The approaching December encounter will likely provide answers to some questions while raising others. If 3I Atlas continues to behave like an unusual but natural comet, it will still represent a scientific treasure trove, a sample of another star system delivered to our cosmic doorstep. The isotope ratios in its ice, the mineral composition of its rocky core, and the organic molecules trapped within its structure could provide clues about stellar formation processes in distant regions of the galaxy. But if anomalies persist or intensify as the object reaches its closest approach to the Sun, the mystery will deepen. Any deviation from predicted comet-like behavior, any sign of technological control or artificial construction would transform this from a scientific curiosity into the most significant discovery in human history. The broader implications extend beyond astronomy into philosophy, theology, and sociology. How would humanity react to confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial technology? Would such a discovery unite us in wonder or divide us in fear? The approach of 3I Atlas serves as an unintentional stress test of our collective maturity as a species. Can we handle cosmic mysteries with rational analysis rather than panic? December 2025 now looms as a potential inflection point in human understanding. Whether 3I Atlas proves to be a remarkable natural phenomenon or something far more extraordinary, its passage through our solar system will mark a before and after moment in how we perceive our place in the universe. For now, we watch and wait, armed with our instruments and theories, trying to decode the message this ancient traveler carries from the deep cosmos. In its green glow and mysterious transformations, we see reflected our own deepest questions about existence, intelligence, and the vast unknown that surrounds our small blue planet. The universe, it seems, still has surprises to share. And 3I Atlas, whatever it ultimately proves to be, reminds us that the greatest discoveries often come from the most unexpected directions, racing toward us at impossible speeds from the darkness between the stars.